You folks, when I raise my hand, if you will, real loud, like Yahoo Mountain Dew. There's a big and every mama and girl Mountain Dew. Yahoo, Yahoo Mountain Dew. Live from the New Jersey State Fair in Trenton, New Jersey, the Mountain Dew Country Music Review. Hi, everybody, this is Bob Lockwood, and welcome to a special broadcast of your favorites in country music. Smokey Warren is Mountain Dew Boys featuring Dottie Mae. And tonight's special guest, Elton Britt. They're all here to entertain you. Brought to you by the good people who make that lip-smacking, delicious Mountain Dew. And we'll get the show underway with Smokey Warren, the Mountain Dew Boys. And let's have Harvey and Lloyd take one lead one time with the Truck Drivers Ride. Go get them now. The truck driver's right. Smoke, come here. You look good in your blue suit. That's the one you wore last year and the year before.
Well,
what happened?
I figured if you can wear blue, I'll wear blue too. Say, I don't know how we ever figured this thing out together, though.
Just don't plug the suit in, please.
No, but I know what I'd like to plug about this time?
We
want to thank Mountain Dew very much for bringing us out here.
I do too, very much.
I think it's very nice of them bringing us all summer down at the Palisades Park and then here at the fair.
They want us back again next year.
Well, that's great. I'm ready anytime to go back for nicer people.
I'd like to say that, we had a helicopter going overhead now. That's tremendous. I haven't had too much time to stroll through the New Jersey State Fair, but from what I've seen, a lot of smiling faces, a lot of happy people here, and a tremendous crowd on hand here at the stadium at the New Jersey State Fair.
Fantastic. And you folks that are listening out home, come on down here. You still got a lot of time. We got one whole hour here on the air, and then there's still a bunch of square dances and a little show directly after our show, you know?
I would like to say this, that we have a terrific wind out of the northeast, about 12.5 knots, and over here a little thump once in a while. That's the wind. Smokey, what's next on the agenda?
I'd like to bring up Jerry Hatton with one. He's going to reminisce about last night. The bottle let him down. Again?
Each night I leave the barroom when it's over, not feeling any pain at closing time. But tonight your memory found me much too sober. I couldn't drink enough to keep you off my mind. Tonight the bottle let me down and made your memory come around. The one true friend I thought I'd found. Tonight I could turn to. And lately I've been turning every day, but the wine don't take effect the way it used to, and I'm hurting in an old familiar way. Tonight the bottle let me down, and may your memory come around. The one true friend I thought I found. Tonight the bottle let me down. Tonight the bottle let me down.
It was the Pepsi-Cola bottle, you know, the Mountain Dew. And I let him die.
No, I just got a rabbit foot here. Ronnie Barth gave me. She says, when you go to Ireland and go to England for a couple of weeks and over to Luxembourg and Sweden, she says, take the rabbit's foot with you. Thank you, Ronnie. And I see my lovely little baby Ken just walked in here. Yes, sure-ee. He's sure someplace. Ah, dear. The bottle let you down again. That's the 14th time the bottle let you down. Mercy. I'll tell you what we have, a real treat in store. A brand new recording of a song that most of you people know. If you haven't heard, I know you'll enjoy it now. It's her latest recording on Yale Records. And let's bring her to our Mountain Dew microphones at the New Jersey State Fair. Miss Dottie Mae sings The Bonaparte's Retreat.
Oh.
Dottie. Let me step over here to these microphones. I'll tell you what, my friends, before we bring up our very special guest tonight, I think Smokey, along with Jerry and Harvey, Shorty Benjamin and Dottie will jump right over here like this, and we'll have a sip of good old Mountain Dew. Back live at the New Jersey State Fair in Trenton, New Jersey, and the Mountain Dew Country Music Review. And now here's the man you've been waiting for. I call him the king of the yodelers, the sweetest man you ever want to meet. Haven't seen him since I stopped down on the ranch there a few weeks ago. Well, I'm glad he came back tonight for the Mountain Dew show. Without the horse. He's got 8 horses in the automobile. Let's make him feel at home right here in Trenton, New Jersey. Elton Britt! Oh!
Thank you, Bob. I want to say howdy and good evening to all the friends tuning in our way. And boy, this is a wonderful thrill to be broadcasting and appearing right here on stage at the Great Trenton Fair. It's wonderful, wonderful crowd. And boy, it's terrific. The wind is blowing the yodels right out of my mouth. We'll get started off like we always do by tuning down the guitar a little bit. Well, way down yonder in the Indian Nation, riding my pony on the reservation, Oklahoma hills where I was born. Well, way down yonder in the Indian Nation, the cowboy's life is my occupation, Oklahoma hills where I was born. Many months have come and gone since I wandered from my home in those Oklahoma hills where I was born. Many a page of life has turned, many a lesson I have learned. Still I feel that in those hills I still belong. Well, I went down yonder in the Indian Nation, riding my pony on the reservations, Oklahoma hills where I was born. Well, I went down yonder in the Indian Nation, a cowboy's life is my occupation, Oklahoma hills where I was born. Let it go! Well, I went down yonder in the Indian Nation, riding my pony on the reservations, Oklahoma hills where I was born. Well, I went down yonder in the Indian Nation, the cowboy's life is my occupation, Oklahoma hills where I was born.
That's the first time I ever get dunked in the head with a neck of a guitar. Elton, I can't tell you how good it is to see you again.
Thank you so much.
And welcome you on behalf of the New Jersey State Fair. And the Mountain Dew folks will be back with us again for our very special broadcast here at the fair.
Oh, that's wonderful.
I want to tell the folks that how much I've enjoyed it with my lovely wife, Bea, and my baby, Ken, that we visited your ranch. It's just beautiful. And I want to thank you for the ride on the tractor.
Bob, I didn't see the pictures yet, but
They came out beautiful.
it was good to have you and your wife and the young'un, and also that tomcat that you brought up with you. I could have done without that, but
You ran away, but it came back again.
we had a lot of fun. And incidentally, Bob, while I have the chance here, I'd like to make mention to the folks that are listening in especially that right after I leave here at the wonderful Trenton Fair tonight, why, I'm going right on up to Mac Sullivan's place up there at the Rainbow's Inn in Hackensack.
That's on Hackensack Street. Beautiful.
You know where it is, don't you?
They're giving me a Bon Voyage party.
You coming up tonight?
No, well, I'm going to try to make it up tonight.
Oh, I hope so.
But a Bon Voyage party coming Sunday.
Oh, that's
I
wonderful.
wish you could make that. Where are you going to be the next night?
Well, after Mac's place up at the Rainbow's Inn, why, Friday night I'll be over at Henry's in Brooklyn. At 6811 Fifth Avenue in Brooklyn. That's Henry's spot. I'll be there for the whole evening.
That's wild.
And then, of course, Saturday night, I'll be back at the Grotto with
The old
Smokey.
homestead?
That's right. That's the old
The
home
Grotto in
place.
Kenilworth.
That's right. With Smokey and all the gang. And then
Okay.
Sunday someplace. Oh, Sunday in Manville.
At the Starlight Room.
At the Starlight Room. That's right.
Right.
Well, I got it all in anyway.
Don't be doggone, just sing us another song.
Thank you all so very, very much, friends, for having a little patience there while I made those announcements. We're going to go back and reminisce on this one to answer requests. So here it is. Let's go back to 1945, all right? I know that someday you'll want me when I'm in love with somebody else. You expect me to be true and keep on loving you, though I am feeling blue. You think I can't forget you until someday you'll want me to want you. When I'm strong for somebody new, though you don't want me now, I'll get along somehow. Then I won't want you. Thank you. Thank you. Just a way of changing pace a little bit here. We promised some old friends that we met tonight that we'd do a fast one. And here's the one that I think is about the fastest song that I know. So let's all get aboard the Cannonball Yodel. And she's headed out to Butte, coming out of that tunnel, giving out a yodel too.
Elton, hold tight. No, don't go away. Don't go away. I tell you what, keep your flat top there plugged in just a wee bit. I tell you what, I'm going to go back to the studio and say hi to Wally and kind of snap a tap here as we all kind of relax and all stomp over to that old Mountain Dew distillery for a good old Mountain Dew like this. Elton Britt is our star tonight on the Mountain Dew Country Music Review. Smokey, you're ruining the end. And before Elton winds up this segment of his performance, we'd like to bring Elton once again before our New Jersey State Fair microphones. And here's a song that did quite well for Elton all over the United States and currently in one of his latest albums and also a single on ABC. A beautiful love ballad we'd like to send up to you folks back up there in Newark Way. It Just Happened That Way. Elton?
I didn't plan to fall in love with you. It just happened that way. And all the time inside my heart I knew that I'd regret it someday. Now I can't stand to be away from you, but I'm alone every day. I didn't plan to fall in love with you. It just happened that way. I saw you and I loved you. Why, I'll never know. There wasn't one chance in a million that our love could grow. You were too far regret it someday. Now I can't stand to be away from you, but I'm alone every day. I didn't plan to fall in love with you. It just happened that way.
Thank you, Elton. Elton will be back in just a wee bit with more of the great talent of the songs of yesteryear and today. Thank you so much, Elton. Smokey? Smokey! Oh! You make a lot of noise with those amps you got back there.
Well, they're beautiful amps, aren't they?
Oh, they sound great.
I'd like to thank Ampeg for supplying them to us. We've been using them at Palisades Park and also here tonight, and I intend to use them much more in the future. That's Ampeg, for the best in amplifiers.
Especially in the den. Thank you for it.
Next to a drink like Mountain Dew, Ampeg comes next.
Smokey, let's round the boys up now and do one of your great hits of yesteryear, the Jersey Central Special.
Yeah!
Like so. Hey!
Goes like this. That's the whistle.
What's that?
That's the steam.
You're full of it. Say, you better blow the whistle. There's a cow on the track. Better blow it again. He didn't move. Oh, there he goes. That's no kind of straight cow. What's the matter with it?
That's a cow that's full.
There are many different railroads with a million miles of track. Take you where you want to go and always bring you back. Santa Fe to Frisco and down to San Antonio. Smash along that in Jersey is gonna take me home. I'm going to Jersey City, that's where I want to be. 'Cause back in Jersey City, someone's waiting there for me. Gonna wear tuxedos, should be wearing a whipping gown. When the Jersey Central Special comes through rolling into town. Got that rambling fever, I heard the wondrous call. So I took a trip to Georgia on a Colorado Panama. Now the beaches grow in Georgia, the best you've ever heard. But the only beach I'm grateful for grew in Florida State. I'm going to Jersey City, that's where I want to be. 'Cause back in Jersey City, someone's waiting there for me. Gonna wear no tuxedo, should be wearing a whipping gown. And the Jersey Central Special comes and rolling into town.
You know, I'd like to say that record is released, you know, and it's available at our good buddy Ed's Record Wagon in Elizabeth. If you're ever around Elizabeth area, he's got the latest one.
You mean Big Ed?
Big Ed. Whoa. And he's got our latest record there, too, which we're proud of. All right. We'd like to get Dottie and I teaming up here with a song, an old country type of thing here, one called I Want to Be Loved. So get Dottie over here, we're going to do it.
Is that lovey-dovey stuff?
Yeah.
A Valentine thing?
You got it.
Quit laughing and singing.
Real slow, goes like this.
I
You're listening to the Mountain Dew Country Music Review live from the State Fairgrounds in Trenton, New Jersey. And this is WJRZ, the Big 97 in Hackensack. We got a real surprise for you tonight, and I'm mighty happy to bring up these girls before our WJRZ microphones. Sweet little gals who took number one in the big contest at the Palisades Park not too long ago in the Mountain Dew Country Music Review Talent Contest. And aren't they lovelies, huh? Let's make them feel at home. Here's the song that they won with. Let's welcome the Petty Sisters, the Petty Sisters.
When I was a little bitty baby, my mama would rock me in the cradle in them old cotton fields back home. When I was a little bitty baby, my mama would rock me in the cradle in them old cotton fields back home. When them cotton balls get rockin', you can't feel very much cotton in them old cotton fields back home. It was down in Louisiana, just about a mile from a Texarkana, in them old cotton fields back home. When I was a little bitty baby, my mama would rock me in the cradle in them old cotton fields back home. When I was a little bitty baby, my mama would rock me in the cradle in them old cotton fields back home. Oh, when them cotton balls get rockin', you can't feel very much cotton in them old cotton fields back home. It was down in Louisiana, just about a mile from a Texarkana, in them old cotton fields back home. In them old cotton fields back home. In them old cotton fields back home. Back home, back home, back home. Back home, back home, back home, back home. Back home, back home, back home, back home.
Petty Sisters, who incidentally will be appearing tomorrow night at the Grotto as one of their prizes from winning the Palisades Amusement Park show. They're all the way over from around North Bergen area. North Bergen, New Jersey. Speaking of North Bergen, we're going to be at the ShopRite. We got a big opening there Wednesday at 9 o'clock in the morning. Imagine that, Bob? 9 o'clock in the morning, ShopRite in North Bergen on Kennedy Boulevard and 31st Street. You folks in that area, make sure you stop in and say hello. Like I said before, this fella doesn't only do a good job disc jockeying and emceeing and everything that goes with it. Sings a great song. He's a recording star in his own right. And let's make him welcome Bob Lockwood. Come on, let's get him to sing a song. Bob, there we go.
The old hometown looks the same as I step down from the train. And there's that old... You blew the words right away. I haven't got off the train yet to meet me. And down the lane I look and there runs Mary, hair of gold and lips like cherries, good to touch the green, green grass of home. Yes, they'll all come to meet me, arms are reaching and smiling sweetly. It's good to touch the green, green grass of home. The old house is still standing, though the paint is cracked and dried. And there's that old oak tree that I used to play on. Or down the lane I walk with my sweet Mary, hair of gold and lips like cherries. It's good to touch the green, green grass of home. Yes, they'll all come to meet me, arms reaching and smiling sweetly. Good to touch the green, green grass of home. Harvey. Then I awake, and I look around me at these four gray walls that surround me. Then I realize that I was only dreaming. Now, for there's a garden you'll find an old sad padre, and arm we'll walk at daybreak. And again I'll touch the green, green grass of home. Yes, they'll all come to see me as they lay me 'neath the old oak tree. Ah, then I'll say it's good to touch the green, green grass of home. Yes, they'll all come to see me as they lay me 'neath the old oak tree. And then again I'll touch the green, green grass of home.
Bob Lockwood, ladies and gentlemen, Bob Lockwood. We'd like to swing out on one here that we cut on record. You probably heard it on WJRZ. I'd like to give you our version of an oldie here, one called Maggie.
That's your new recording on YAHOO, his recent release. With the Mountain Dew Boys, Harvey Reynolds. Wildest man in the single neck steel you ever did see. I put my bonnet on tonight, my 10-gallon, because we have a strong wind out here tonight. Would you say that's northeast? Yes. Thank you. You're real brave. Smokey, what we got covered up next? I lost my script as the wind blew it down into
Drinking
the...
time. By the time I got... I think
It's
I'm going
drinking
to have
time.
myself
It's
a little
drinking
Mountain Dew. Yeah.
Would you mind right now if we stop for a moment? And we'll go right over to that Mountain Dew distillery. In fact, it's right in back of me. Smokey, get your head out of there. And we'll pause right now for a Mountain Dew, like this. Oh, I love to hear that. Live from the New Jersey State Fair. The Mountain Dew Boys, Smokey Warren, Dottie Mae, our special guest tonight, Elton Britt. Right now, we'll bring up to our Mountain Dew microphones at the State Fair. The sweet gal's been in show business a couple of years, I reckon, seeing as how that she's got all kinds of recordings out. And her latest for the Yale people. And one I dearly love, and I hope you folks agree with me after she sings it. Let's welcome Miss Dottie Mae and Take These Chains From My Heart. Dottie?
From my heart and set me free. You've grown old and no longer care for me. All my faith in you has gone, but those hearts linger on. Take these chains from my heart and set me free. Take these tears from my eyes and let me see just a spark of the love that used to be. If you found somebody new, let me find a new love too. Take these chains from my heart and set me free. Give my heart just a word of sympathy. Be as fair to my heart as you can be. Then if you no longer care for the love that's beating clear, take these chains from my heart and set me free. Take these chains from my heart and set me free.
Dottie Mae, and Take These Chains From My Heart and Set Me Free. And now let's welcome back to our Mountain Dew microphones at the New Jersey State Fair. Once again, our guest star tonight, Mr. Elton Britt.
Thank you. We're back once more. We had a request to do a song for some of the folks here that's visiting with us at the fair tonight. And we're going to try and do it. It's a little difficult out here. The wind's blowing so hard. But we'll try and get the echoes going if we possibly can with a little bit of Lorelei. Where have you gone without me? Why have you left me all alone? Lorelei, Lorelei, I thought you cared about me. Now I know your heart's made of stone. I walked through the valley where we used to wander, and your name, the night wind sadly cried. Lorelei, Lorelei, only sad echoes answer, an echo that tells me goodbye. I walked through the valley where we used to wander, and your name, the night wind sadly cried. Lorelei, Lorelei, only sad echoes answer, an echo that tells me goodbye. Lorelei. Thank you. Thank you so very much. Right now, I'd kind of like to go down home with a little bit of a song here that when I was a little boy back home on the farm, this is one of the first songs that I ever learned to sing. It's kind of an old blues, and this kind of gives all the guys here in the band to let their hair down a little bit and go down home with a little bit of an old Jimmy Rogers blues. Well, I was a stranger passing through your town. Well, I was a stranger passing through your town. And I ask you a favor, good girl, you turn me down. You may see me walking down that railroad track. You may see me walking down that railroad track. But good gal, you done me wrong, and I ain't never coming back. Just one drink for me. Well, if you run into my baby, buy her just one drink for me. Tell her that I still love her. Don't tell her what's happened to me. The old lady
Thank you, Elton. Now our very special guest tonight on the Mountain Dew Country Music Review, Elton Britt. Let's hear it one more time, folks. Come on. Here he goes. You can borrow that wild stallion that Deborah Cass rode in here a little while ago. My goodness me. The four-gun girl. She has 8-way draw. And the horse at this moment is underneath the grandstand, so you folks go over there and make yourself feel at home. And my goodness, I've ridden stallion before. That sure is the biggest horse. Mountain Dew gang, just as good as ever. Take 5. Let's bring up, I think, one of the all-around triple threat man in the business and one of the fine vocalists and instrumental boys here at the Mountain Dew Country Music Review. He sings a heck of a song. He hails from Nova Scotia, and now he's joined us for good, for real. He's going to stay with us. In fact, I vouch for him on his passport. Let's welcome him to our microphones now, along with the trio, Dottie, Smokey. Here he is. Whoops. Boy, that wind's going to blow my hat off yet. Jerry Hatton sings The Fugitive. Jerry. I'd like to hear that sometime. Thank you, Jerry Hatton, and the trio and the Fugitive. The big song in WJRZ. And I'm down to hear Smokey do one called The Story of My Life. I think you'll like this one. Let's give a listen.
The story of my life.
Your life, not mine. This is horrible.
This is the one I stole from Whitey Murphy. Where's he at?
Fall in love and lose a girl. Give the honky-tonk a whirl. That's the story of my life. Give the jukebox one more time. Try to drown it down with wine. That's the story of my life. love is all I find. That's the story of my life. Can't find no one to be true, longer than a week or two. That's the story of my life. I keep hoping someday true love will come to me. Then there'll be some changes made for the world to see. But until that lucky day, when true love will come my way, I'll keep living out my life. There's no happiness for me, at least more than I can see. That's the story of my life. Oh, yeah! Honky-tonk world, that's the story of my life. Give the jukebox one more dime, try to drown it down with wine, that's the story of my life. Looking for a love that's mine, ample love is all I find, that's the story of my life. Can't find a one to be true, longer than a week or two, that's the story of my life. Hoping someday true love will come to me. Then there'll be some changes made for the world to see. But until that lucky day, when true love will come my way, I'll keep living happy life. There's no happiness for me, at least more than I can see. That's the story of my life. That's the story of my life. Up and everybody go Mountain Dew, Yahoo, Yahoo, Mountain
Dew. Don't forget tonight, Elton Britt will be appearing at Doc Sullivan's Rainbow's Inn in Woodridge, New Jersey. Right after the broadcast. In fact, he's riding off on his horse now. We hope you enjoyed tonight's program. My friends of the New Jersey State Fair Mountain Dew Country Music Review with Smokey Warren, the Mountain Dew Boys, and featuring Miss Dottie Mae. And a special thank goes to our guest, Elton Britt. The Mountain Dew Country Music Review was produced by George Palmer. Our engineer tonight, Paul Herman. This is Bob Lockwood wishing you a very pleasant good evening. The Mountain Dew Country Music Review was live over WJRZ in Hackensack. I'll tell you what to do.